This next program isn't going to take too much introduction. It's kind of a little bit different than the ones you're used to. It's called the Magpie Chatbot Lab. And for those of you that are considering taking AP Computer Science next year, on the AP exam, there's a few case study programs you're supposed to look at throughout the year. This is actually one of those. So this is kind of getting you a head start on some AP material. But anyways, it's a pretty easy program to work through. Not easy, but manageable, I guess I should say, program to work through. And rather than doing a hierarchy chart, there's no hierarchy chart. The code is already partly written for you. And it's in that Computer Science 2 folder you should all have downloaded onto your H drive somewhere. And this packet that you should have takes you through everything that you need to do. So read through the introduction, look at activity 1, it gives you directions. It literally is just read it and do what it says to do. It's going to start with having you basically see what a chatbot is. So a chatbot is something that it's a computer that you can write questions to that's programmed to respond back. So like probably the most famous one that you might know is Siri. Siri on iPhone is a chatbot because you can ask it stuff and she'll talk back to you. So the first thing they want you to do is experiment with some basic chatbots online. And then once you finish that, the actual activity that you're going to be doing is this Magpie class. So like you normally create a new project, you're going to create a new Magpie project in Eclipse. And then in your Computer Science 2 folder, you're going to find a folder that says Magpie Lab. There's 2 files in there, the Magpie class and the Magpie runner class, and those need to get copied and pasted into that Magpie project that you make. Again, I really don't want to say too much. I think you can read through this. There's some questions for you to answer throughout this packet, some tasks for you to do. The code is already written, the Magpie code. Magpie is the name of the chatbot you're going to be using. And it's just asking you to modify that code. So there's stuff that you need to check off throughout this packet. When you get to the end, there's some directions on how to submit it. So you are going to submit something through Google Classroom. You're going to have output, and you're going to submit just the output and your Magpie Java class that you've altered. And you're not going to turn in a grade sheet, but I'm actually going to ask you to turn in this packet when you finish. Okay, so I really don't think there's too much else to say. This is probably the shortest video of the year. But if you have any questions on how to get started or how to set it up or even what you're supposed to do, don't hesitate to ask. Have fun.